Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, Lowend to Legend, Part 3. Now, we've been off this for a couple of weeks whilst Matt's been on holiday, and get this right. Matt came back from the Maldives yesterday. I don't even know what time it was, but we actually had a session last night. We had about 90 minutes. I felt that in those 90 minutes, it warranted an update. So the third instalment on this franchise. Let's start with Matt then. Bishop Stortford, he continues. And a tough time of late for Matt with Bishop Stortford. The last game of the session, he drew a Bamber Bridge, a game that he should have won. They are bottom of the table. He knows that he should have won it. Let's just double check that. Yeah, they are. That being said, the expectations, I think, is to have a respectable position. So, maybe not as intense as they were when he was Oxford. But, you know, he's still battling with such a small squad. He has still got a few more transfers, which he's got players lined up. He's got players lined up indeed. He is in the FA Cup, though. He got through the FA Cup qualifying against Bath. Now, interestingly, it was an all non-league, it was a National League North, an all North League affair. So he's through to the first round, and he will take on Colchester, which will be a big game for him because it will earn him a few quid, all being well. Talking of which, let's check his money. Haven't really kept an eye on that. 117 grand. So we'll see. Now for the breaking news. Right? So you can all remember where I was, past tense. Of course, I was Hartlepool, and we have recently left Hartlepool. In fact, I think we left Hartlepool exactly as they are. In fact, it is exactly as they are, with 14 wins and 3 draws. So a job came up. Let me just see if I played that game. No, actually, I wouldn't have played that game. I would not have played that. There's no way I would have played that formation. So maybe it was away to Chesterfield. Let's just double check. Yeah, there you go. That was my team. So, yeah, we left them then with 13 league wins and 3 draws. And I was keeping an eye on the job list. Somebody was very insecure. And then it came available. Are you ready? We've gone up to the Championship. We are Norwich City. We are into the Championship. And get this. This was fucking crazy, right? They are rich. They are rich. Matt was like, what the fuck? And I said, yeah, I know. I spotted that they were very insecure. And if we just look at their history, yeah, they sacked Johnny Jackson on the 28th of October before appointing me. Quite a quick appointment as well. And I was like, wow. So, yeah, we took over. And they weren't really too bad. I mean, we have played... How many games have we played? How many games have I played? I want to say it's only one. I don't think I took that Birmingham game. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that Birmingham game. I've only had one game, I'm sure. Away to Cardiff. 50th minute goal. Yeah, there you go. So, we're off and running then. We are off and running. Of course, Matt could have landed me in the FA Cup first round with Hartlepool, and he didn't, of course. But now, I'm not in the FA Cup first round, of course, because I will enter the third round. So, Norwich City, we've gone through the squad. We spent a lot of the proportion of yesterday's session. We had to do bits and pieces. Why is he unhappy? Which was crazy, really. Let's just check. I think I've already offered these guys deals, haven't I? Yeah, I have. And, you know, and we're up to the Championship already, and it's crazy. It really is absolutely crazy. We've got deals in line. We got players on the horizon that we want to go for because we're going to get 10 transfers in the January window. We've got 2 pre-arranged deals. I'm probably going to fire it up at some point today and really go through that and that sort of shit. And the great thing is we're only 3 points off the playoffs. Everton, I didn't realise Everton were there actually. Everton are in the Championship division. I wonder if they've got money. They are rich. Could be an interesting one. Yeah, look at that. I bet you they must have one of the strongest teams, surely. Yeah, look at that. Definitely. So, as I said, this is bizarre. The fact that we we started in the Conference North with Matt was Oxford City and I was Warrington. Season 2, I moved to Hartlepool. I moved to Hartlepool. We got promoted. Matt spent the whole season applying for jobs. And then the start of season 3, we've kicked in the start of season 3 and we've left. How long were we at Hartlepool? Let's take a look at how long we were at Hartlepool. I think it was, I'm sure it was at least a year, surely. So we took over in the, so the 21st, there you go, the 21st of the 11th then. So the 21st of the 11th, so nearly a year. And with this in mind, right, we are still average, and that's why I knew I could possibly get it, because I was at average on the reputation. You may recall from the previous video, Matt surprisingly was on poor. Let's just check that Matt is, if he's still on poor. He's still on poor, okay, which is good news for him, really. It is very good news. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realise that. So you've got the Man United Rezzies, who will never get a reputation good enough to go into the Football League. So their managers have actually got... So the good thing about that is these guys can actually get jobs in the Football League. Who the fuck's Marks United? Who the fuck are they? Jesus Christ. God, that's bizarre. And they've got a bit of money as well. Jim Gannon. I remember Jim Gannon. Right winger on the ODB, weren't he? Jim Gannon. Fucking hell. Right, so Matt being poor, when I said to Matt, had he been looking, and he said he hadn't because he's got no interest in looking at the job list, which I guess makes sense. So, and I kept an eye on it, and there was Norwich, and there was, I think, Lincoln, although Lincoln was actually League 2, but Norwich, and I didn't think that I would get it so quickly as well. I thought I had a good chance of getting it, and now we're up in the scale of what we're going for, no doubt about that. So, that is your breaking news now. The question is, right, where are we going to be at the end of the season? I think it was a tough old time for Matt. Real tough time for Matt indeed. But there's a long, long way to go then. That's my situation. And as I said, Matt's situation in the National League North. Can he make that top 3? Long way to go. Until next time from me, guys. Woo! It's Take It Easy.